So you're back here. So let's go to create audience. Remember this one we created for before for the core audiences. I'll show you that. Create audience, saved audience. Yeah, saved. Yeah, cool. It's always you go and you switch to original because I want to control this. So you could turn this to US, Nigeria, Nigeria diaspora, Nigerians in the diaspora. Oh God, diaspora. So we can put in bracket and say the US, right? So with this, we now have the country put together, and okay, this is where we had the locations. Okay, cool. So yeah, San Antonio, Texas. Okay, let's just choose the state. So you can choose to actually break it down into Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Maryland, and like break it down into the metros and thereabout. But because people move around a lot, I tend to just use statewide things. So you could just stay with Texas. So copy Texas here and paste it. So I'll show you two ways to do this, and you choose what you want to use it for. Okay, good. Texas city. Should you use CE? Yeah, I'm not using count. I'll choose city, please, because this is like where you tend to find more people with what you're looking for. City. So let's go to this one, Maryland. So just keep doing this. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Why am I copying everything that I shouldn't copy? Cool. And you come here and you paste the Maryland neighborhood, Baltimore city. Yeah, good. Maryland city. So it covers every other thing. Yeah, Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I'm showing you one way to do it. But let's choose this Maryland city. Yeah. Then let's go to the other one. New York. New York has like several different. So come here, you paste it. New York, no county. New York City. Yes, that covers for everything else in that region. You go to California and you paste it here. And what you get is California City. Good. So this is actually how you keep populating all of this. Let's finish this one. Then I would Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go to country. Mostly Atlanta. That's where most people actually stay. So let's go to yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. So there's one more to add in here. So that's the one. Oh, there's actually two. Illinois. So this is Illinois. And why am I copying the most weirdest things? Sorry. Okay, cool. You come here and you paste it. Illinois, CE. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, there are a ton of Nigerians in Chicago actually. Quite a number of them. So let's go back to New Jersey. This is quite different. So New Jersey, Florida, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, North Carolina. Hmm. Let's stay with the form we've done. I just want to show you something. So let's go back here. So you see we are having this number. Let me take off Nigeria, obviously. Good. So with this we are having 88 million to 103 million, and definitely this is a lot of number. So we need to filter these things out. So for those outside the country, reach more people. Nope, nope, nope. Please take it off. That's why you're going to run lookalike audiences. So as much as possible, averagely when you're 30, you tend to come of realization that you need to get things like this back home. But just say 30 and above. You can make it 28, 27 if you want, but 30 is just like a much more predictable range for people want to get this. So for the demographics, this is where people say add in Afrobeat, add in Arise News, Channels TV, whatever the lingua is for that location. So there are many things, people say many things. In fact, basically I'm showing you like the random versions. Yeah. So this is what people, I'm showing like two different, okay, let me use what people actually do. Yeah. So I'm just showing you this, but I'll show you exactly how we do it because sometimes these things can be a whole lot. So let's come here. So let's say you want Arise News, let's say, or let's say Channels TV, because definitely one thing that is Channels. Why is it not showing up here? Channels News, or just say Afrobeats. But even Afrobeats is it's becoming it has become something really major. It's not mainstream and everybody consumes it. So this is like what everybody will have taught you to do. Afrobeats, Wizkid, Wizkid, yeah, I got proper music. Wait, they changed it. Actually, you should actually be able to search Wizkid in the video before. The video. Something is wrong with this thing. I know. You can easily find them. So Tiwa Savage. You can just keep adding all these things. What Africa, hip hop, no. Nigeria, Ghana, no, 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 no. I'm trying to find things that are specific to Nigeria specifically. These things are actually broad because these guys have fan base outside the country. So other persons from different climes enjoy what you're doing. So this approach is not something I recommend. It sounds good, sounds like this is what you should do, but so I can see the audience is like 1.8 million, and that's really fair. So for the US market, I'm like, okay, cool, but all right, then you can come here and narrow to real estate. So as much as possible, you can. So if it's large enough, that if it's that large, so you come here and tap on real estate. Um, Semi-detached. Let's start with semi-detached. Detached. Good. So they just show us more things about houses. So good. Terrace house, property. So this is like you can just keep doing this. Add as much things as possible. The child family home. So right now you should have dropped the number remarkably for us. So can you see from 1.8 million to 970,000 to 1.1 million. This seems fair, but it's still very much unpredictable. So ideally, this way you can just say you're done. You could just keep adding. What else do we have that is Nigeria? Mm, And just if I put Nigeria there, it's gonna show us everything of Nigeria. Nigeria. So you're gonna see us Abuja, Lagos, what's anymore? Just search it out. So code dance halls. Oh no no no. I sometimes should see Nigeria. Maggie. Not really. Not really. No, we'll get to this. University of Nsukka. Yeah, definitely. If you know this kind of universities, you definitely probably went to you're a Nigerian person. So University of this, and all these things put together. So this is it. You could just keep adding more details like this. Just add things that only Nigerian focus. So if you do things like Africa, yeah, it's really broad. There's about 1.4 to 1.5 million people on the continent. So you would want to just do that. Or just as much as possible, things are specific. But this method sounds wise or sounds like great, but that's not what I would really recommend. But I've just shown you what it looks like. So to make it this way, I do not give do all of this, and this is what we do at the agency. So I'm showing you what exactly works. So I'm not trying to say some wrong. So basically, we just come and put United States. I don't have the time. United States, yeah. It's gonna be like everybody in the country, right? So you can see. No, no, no. Okay, let's remove all these things. I'm surprised. So remove all this. Uh, da 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 da. Da. Come here, remove this. Okay, I think we're going to clear everything out. Good, 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 good. So now you're seeing 1.76 to 207 million. And that's quite a lot. The country is about 350 million population. So like this is everybody else. It's, everybody Meta could track in the US. But this is not what you're looking for. This is quite a lot of persons. And so for this you come and you, so the only thing I put here is Nigeria expats. Cool. And these are people that have formerly lived in Nigeria. So the reason why I just use this alone is because now it's a drop remarkably. Can you see 200k to 340k? So this is more like a much more practical set of people to work with. So anybody could have interest in Davido, Whiskey, Tiwa Savage, who else again? Universities in Nigeria or Dangote refineries, whatever it is, but things that you know that Nigerian, but these things have been able to pull interest from several groups across several continents. So if you run with that, you may be targeting your ad to someone that has no clue how the real estate market works in Nigeria, just that they had interest in Dangote. Because yeah, it's Dangote, right? So preferably to use this because this is Meta. This one Meta has done the job to know people that actually left Nigeria to a different country. How does it know it? I think I explained this on how meta algorithm works, right? There's um some few classes back where you had to what's it called? It tells people that engage in a certain kind of content, people that click through a certain kind of content, people that take like some basic action. So um it's been able to see that these guys left the country, but they probably have a strong Nigerian community. So their IP address is really in the UK or the US, but the people they talk most of the time have a Nigerian IP address. It lets them know, oh, this person actually is not in that region, but there's an affiliation there. Come on. So they consume a lot of Nigerian content. That's how you know they know, oh, this person has a strong tie with this geography. That's that. And also they click through a lot of Nigerian or geography related things. More like the entire feed. Literally, just because you live the country doesn't mean your entire experience on the internet will change. Remind you, the social media is actually interest based, right? It only gives you what you're interested in. So even if you leave the country right now, you go somewhere else, it won't automatically just change what you consume. It will carry the same thing, just the fact that you and your device are in a different location, but you still have the same experience, the same content, the same things you would have consumed if you're in a country based on your consumption slash interest and interest, based on your interest consumption or your consumption behavior, so to say. So that's that for that. So so this is like the most valuable thing to use when trying to target people outside Nigeria, right? So because of the fact that the population is really small, we do not what's it called? We do not narrow it down. So if you want to narrow it down, like here, you put real estate and everything, it's gonna make it very small, which doesn't seem, which is good. You could say that, but it doesn't give the system enough what's it called? The smaller it is, the more, as I had mentioned before, it stretches your learning phase. It keeps you there for a long time. Just will blow money and nothing's happening. So because it's targeted to Nigerians, that Nigerians that what's it called? live in Nigeria formally. Yeah. So it's just capturing all of this for us. So leave this one this way and blast. So it would use this, and ideally you should um your ideal audience should be between 250K to 1.2 to 1.5 million, as earlier stated, which makes a lot of sense. But for this, no, so that's that for this. So just leave this way and you can save it. So once I'm done saving it, I will show you guys something else. Um, so basically that's it. So you can save this, and that's one for the United States. Nothing, not don't touch anything yet. Your audience is put together. Then all you have to just do is create something similar and change the country. So the things are, as you change the country, you get smaller people. So let's say you want to put add UAE here. So United Arab Emirates. As much as possible, do not crowd in your audiences as much as possible. I think I should save this one first, then do the second one for you guys. So let me save this, the US version. I'll just do one more for you guys, like a smaller audience, so you know what it looks like when you use a smaller range. So saved audience. All right, good. So let's now go to a new one. I can't duplicate this, and I'm very worried. Let me see if I can duplicate it. Save as new. Oh, wait. Just have to rebuild this thing again from scratch. Save audience, yeah. So Nigerians in the diaspora. I said that diaspora Nigeria. I think that's the word. Diaspora Nigerians. So this one you could put the bracket in UAE. So with this, you have to give it a defining name. So you come here, add United Arab. So this is the only time I use countrywide anything, because Nigerians you use citywide for local. I use countrywide for diaspora, because there would never be a lot of Nigerians in another country like the natives in that country. So it's always a minority group everywhere. The only place where Nigerians are a majority group are only in Nigeria, but anywhere else, they are either immigrants or they're always a minority group, because you can't be majority group as an immigrant, except if you, and that would be a lot. No country actually wants immigrants to be a majority group. If not, they will topple. Um, they can do anything, because with more numbers, they can spin anything. So let's go to. So good. Let's go to switch original audience. I almost forgot this. Yes, we're back here. So the age should also be 30. Nice. So come here and do the same thing. Nigeria export. Oh. That's the wrong place. Oh, they're surprised. Okay, good. Nigeria. Good. So with this, can you see it's showing us 30 to 36,000? And that's something to take note of, because it doesn't get you don't get a lot of persons in different countries. So if you can do the same thing for all the top 10 countries, fine, because this is the estimated Nigerians that immigrated out of Nigeria. Yeah. So, and these are the ones that actually have ties to the country. If you want to target people with other interest groups, like as I mentioned, Dangote, Central Bank of Nigeria, it doesn't seem bad, but anybody else could be interested in it, because it's like there's a lot. Um, People have different consumption behaviors on the internet. So like someone could just be very fascinated about Nigeria and is trying to study our central banking system, who is our richest guy, and meanwhile they are probably in Mozambique or in like forever, or just someone else, even in the UK, but they're like It's guy is like Scottish, is a Caucasian. He has no business actually, but we're just being curious because probably he has a thesis to write, or basically things happen and people just have to do stuff, and they have a new found interest. But as a way to eliminate uncertainty and make sure your campaign budget works, just use whatever they give you. So for UAE, we are saying this 30 to 36,000, and that's what we have. So as much as possible, um, use what you have, but do not merge your countries because you want to know what's working. So do not come here and add France. Do not, please. Even if you can, but the can even two of them is just this. Even if you can, but you want to know which country is giving the most results. So every targeting, every custom audience, every same audience you're creating right now equals to one ad set. We'll get to that in the coming days. But as much as possible, you want to know what's working, you want to test. So this is actually how you manually test to know which country is much favorable to your offer. So let's take off France, and that's it. So once you have this, you can save. I think I already told you why we do not narrow the audience, because what will you narrow this? They're already just 30K here, and you want to narrow it again. So that'd be very, very limiting. So once you have something like this, you just come and you save. And that's it. But I'm not saving this because we want to work more with the US audience. So that's that for that.